Hello YouTube, welcome to my predictions for the 2017 season in the AFC Western Division. Now coming in the fourth position, I predict the Los Angeles, or formerly known as San Diego Chargers. Now the Chargers are a team that has a lot of weak spots in my opinion, and didn't really do much to improve on them in the offseason. Instead of drafting like lineman or linebacker, defensive back, like more positions they need, they drafted a wide receiver who's already hurt. I guess he met with Keenan Allen or something, but this team, aside from Phillip Rivers and Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, is pretty much a disappointment and has been out of the playoff conversation for 6 to 7 years now. And this whole turnover thing between moving to San Diego and Los Angeles, this is a rough position for them, and they're playing in practically empty stadium with only 27,000 seats, and I don't see them being able to get up even, and I expect this is going to be a bad year for LA football in general. Now coming in the third position, I predict the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Chiefs won this division last year, and you might be thinking, well, I'm predicting them to come third. And their offense just looks extremely weak to me. They lost Macklin, their big play receiver threat. And Tyreek Hill's going to slot to get most of the receptions. And I really don't see him as a receiver. I see him as a huge play threat. But I don't really see him as the receiver you can count on to make a catch and in a bunch of coverage and get that crucial catch, get the first down, move the chains. And Spencer Ware just got hurt. Now they're going to rely on a rookie running back, not in the top of the draft class, but third-round pick. And Alex Smith gets older, and he's just a ding-dong quarterback. He's not really one that's going to go out there and win the game for you. And I understand they still have some really nice pieces. Derek Thomas out there and Eric Berry out there on the defensive end. And the defense is going to be really well. But when it comes to the Broncos and them, they're two very similar teams. And I just think the Broncos' offense is just going to edge them out ever so slightly. And ultimately, in the end, I expect this team to have an 8-8 and 9-7 record, just ever so slightly miss the playoffs. Now, speaking of the Broncos, I will predict them to finish second in the division for the 2017 season. Now, last year, the Broncos missed the playoffs ever so slightly, and this year I predict that to change. I think that Simeon will show the slightest bit of growth, and that's all they'll need for them. Now their defense is their secondaries top 5 in the entire National Football League, and you got the best linebacker it's a toss between the other guy in the division who plays in Oakland, but Von Miller is just a very good linebacker, and he's going to cause havoc for quarterbacks. And I think you can expect a bounce back year from Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas if Simeon can get them the ball like Peyton Manning has numbers. Those two guys I think are good, and C.J. Anderson, don't sleep on him. I think you can expect some good play out of him, and I think Garrett Bowles, that pick will address some of their offensive line issues, and I'll shore it up a little bit and give Simeon a little bit of more security back there, and I think Simeon would do just good enough to get this team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now, the team I predict to win this division will be the Oakland Raiders. Now, the Oakland Raiders are a good young team on the rise. They just got the best quarterback in this division, and probably one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL right now, Derek Carr. And Beast Mode, I really don't know how good Beast Mode is going to be, but I think that the running the ball is not going to be that much of an issue for this team. But one concern I do have with this team is Marshall Newhouse at the left tackle position. I don't know how safe Derek Carr is going to be. He wasn't really that good in the Giants last year. I don't see him getting that much improvement, but Crabtree, Cooper, two good play receivers. I don't know how the history is going to work out for Marshawn Lynch, but I think if anyone, he definitely has the size and the skill to come back from retirement and do well. And that Khalil Mack on the defense, aside from Khalil Mack, the defense is about mid-tier, but Khalil Mack makes this a top 10 defense. Makes the defense, and Khalil Mack is just a monster out there, and I expect this team to win the division with a 12-4 record. So comment below if you think my predictions are awful, if you think they're good, and tell me what you think I got wrong or got right. Thank you, YouTube, and see you tomorrow.